Number 8, we have 9 over x squared minus 64 minus 7 all over x squared plus 16x plus 64. All right, so we want to come up with the common denominator, LCD, least common denominator. But before we do that, we need to first factor the denominators. Okay, so before we do that as well, let's go ahead and write out what should go into the Venn diagram. Now let's factor. X squared minus 64, that is the difference of two squares. We have opposite signs, x and x for the first term, 8 and 8 for the last term. Then for x squared plus 16x plus 64, this is a perfect square trinomial. We have x plus 8 times x plus 8. All right, so let's rewrite our fraction with the new LCDs, or new factored denominators. And let's leave some space there. LCD, what do you see that's the same? At least we have one set of x plus 8s that are the same. And then for the first fraction, what would make this different would be the x minus 8. And then for the second circle, well, we already have x plus 8. What would make it different from the first fraction will be an additional x plus 8. So our LCD, we have x minus 8 times x plus 8 times x plus 8. Yes, we have x plus 8 twice. And we'll talk about how we're going to write that LCD out later on towards the end of the example. All right, so the first fraction, what must we multiply the first fraction by so we can have this new LCD? Well, let's cover up the x plus 8 and x minus 8. What is available? What do you see? The x plus 8. So we're going to multiply the numerator and denominator by x plus 8. So our new fraction, in the numerator, we have 9 times, for the first fraction, 9 times x plus 8 all over our LCD. I'm going to write the word LCD because I want you to, here again, focus on the numerator. Then let's look at the second fraction. What do we need to multiply the second fraction by so it can become we can write it as our new LCD? Well, we already have x plus 8 twice. What is missing? Or what do we need to include here? The x minus 8. So our new numerator is 7 times x minus 8 all over our LCD. Let's bring together our numerators. 9 times x plus 8 minus 7 times x minus 8 all over the LCD. And look at your numerator. We have parentheses. We're going to distribute. And then that leads us into, once we distribute, combining of like terms. So we have here, distribute the 9. 9x plus 72. Then distribute the negative 7x. We have minus 7x plus, what's that, 56? Okay. All over our LCD. Then let's combine like terms in the numerator. Our 9x minus 7x, and then our 72, we're adding that to 56. So we have here 2x plus, and what is 72 plus 56? We have 128 all over the LCD. And then lastly, can we factor at this moment? We've combined LCDs. We've done everything we can do at this moment. Can we factor out anything? We can factor out a GCF of 2. So factor out a 2, and what's left over is x plus 64 all over our LCD. And we have x minus 8 times x plus 8 times x plus 8. Let's go ahead, since the binomials are repeating, let's write it as in exponential form, and we're going to write it as x plus 8 squared. And that is it. That's all we can do for this example. That was a big one. So once you convert, go ahead and write the word LCD, because number one, that's less writing, us writing this out every time, every step. Because, and also I wanted to say, and I know I said it before, this is to let you know that I want us to focus on the numerator, because we finished, we found the LCD. There's nothing that we can do with the LCD until we simplify the numerator and see if it can be factored. And if it cannot be factored, we write it as is.